on again. My name is Alton Patterson. You guys are absolutely in for a treat this evening. And let me just say this beforehand. Something tells me this call will be maybe a bit over the usual hour. However, I know for an absolute fact it will be worth it. Guys, before I introduce our first speaker this afternoon, let me just say I had an opportunity to travel out to the corporate office in North Cyprus this past week, right after doing the amazing event that happened out there in Atlanta with the incredible leadership and all of our other partners. And I can tell you, having a chance to be there in Cyprus, meeting our Metaterra board, the likes of Mr. Douglas Anderson, Peter Beard, Paul Randall, Fernando Valdelosa. It was truly an event that I wish each and everyone was there. One of the things I realized in being in a room of such magnitude with such significance, these individuals are the most humblest and down to earth. I would never believe they would have me laughing the way they did, because many times when many have these kind of accolades and they have the financial status as they do, many times we think, you know what, they could be a bit stuffy. And I can tell you, you can't wait. I am telling you, for you, you can't wait to meet them in person, because they are just some of the coolest human beings I have met in the space. And I'm just excited about being able to come to you as a community to tell you, you know what? Hakan and Douglas and Micah, the team have put together, I call them the team of Avengers. When you hear Douglas speak about who they are, for the people who have done their best to try to tear us down over the last few years, I believe for an absolute fact, as Damien Amid would say in Atlanta, let me take my glasses off and speak to you all right in the eye. This is the team of Avengers. Yes, it is. So without further ado, let me bring to the line someone I have the utmost respect for. This gentleman, I met him at 4 a.m. in the morning back in June of 2022 when he shared this information and he shared his heart. There was no hype that was necessary. He just shared the vision about what this company was about, where they were looking to go. And I can tell you, I bought in sight unseen for the mere fact I believed in him. And today to see where we are with this company and to see the vision of the man himself, who you will be also hearing from this afternoon, I can tell you we are all in good hands, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, many people, Ray always say, I don't know why I do it, but you know what? I think this gentleman is sexy. I think he is cool. I think he is down to earth. So I'm going to bring to the line none other than our CEO of Cashflow NFT, of Bellator Life, the one and only, the man who made it possible for many of us and many more to come around the world. None other, as we have knighted him, Sir Micah Theard. Micah, the call is all yours, baby.
Oh, sexy at your service. I'm here. Oh, that's funny. All right, I'm gonna upgrade Hakan, and I know you guys are absolutely Ray's handsome. Mita's also sexy, but we're gonna focus on Hakan to start off with, so you guys can come off camera. All right. So let me promote Hakan, and then I'm gonna start off this call. Today's gonna be exciting. A lot is going on here in Cyprus. A lot is going on worldwide, actually, I have to say. And my camera is like kind of doing this thing. All right, interesting. I'm on a new computer, so let me see if I can adjust this.
No worry, we see you clear. We see you clear. Don't worry.
Yeah, but it's like panning everywhere.
That's what you're sexy, and you know it.
Well, I guess it's just gonna keep panning and doing its thing. So I'm gonna cover a lot of things today, but we started a crypto community 5 years ago in November. It'll be 5 years, and we set some goals. One of those goals was that we were going to grow this community so big and so powerful and so magnificent and so effective that companies are going to want us to launch their company. sort of we would be the force that makes, you know, a company be realized in the world. And you know, I kind of sort of set a plan to have no plan, to have my plan be God's plan. So I said, okay, I'm not going to have a plan. I'm just going to have God give me and send me where I need to go. And I ended up in Cyprus. And then I walked into an office here in Cyprus, big sign outside Miracle Cash and More, and ended up in Hakan's office. And he mentioned something about crypto stores. And we were there for real estate and tokenizing real estate. So he said, well, why don't you come back and I'll show you what Miracle Cash is all about, the crypto stores. And I was, oh, wow, okay, that sounds exciting. And I heard stores, so I thought, well, he's going to probably pitch me on owning a crypto store, which I was 100% open to. And after that meeting, I realized that it was licenses for entire countries under Miracle, and that was even more exciting because I absolutely love leverage, and he really showed true leverage. I've seen leverage in network marketing, but what Hakan was explaining was true leverage, and I was sold. And then our community came in, and you know, we've come in under Hakan's leadership. He has over 2 decades in banking. And he started this in 2017. So if you guys think that 2 years is a long time, or even 3 years now for some of you, it's been a long time for Hakan. And over the last 3 to 4 weeks, I'm seeing from the outside that the vision that Hakan had, and the commitment to success, and the knowing of success is materializing in front of my eyes, and it's very exciting for me. But what's happening is we used to talk a lot because it was us sort of doing our thing and getting there. Now there's this huge team that's come in to take us to the next stage. And so Hakan's on the phone. Well, I'm going to let you kind of give a little bit of insight into what's been going on over the last few weeks with Miracle and you and the excitement of everything, because I want everyone to sort of understand your world and what's happening, because you've been at this for over 8 years now. So for you, it's a long time coming, and it's happening. So that's really exciting for us, and to see the success of what's happening with Miracle and Metaterra.
Okay, thank you, Micah. Well, I'll start my conversation with saying congratulations to everyone out there. I did say 60 days ago or 50 days ago, this is the 60-day or the 90-day wealth run. And I did give some dates there that we will go live on testnet on the 15th of October. We will complete Metaterra in November. We will strengthen Metaterra in a phenomenal way. These were my words, right?
Yeah.
Today, well, I used to sleep like 4.5 hours a day, Micah. Now I sleep nearly 3 hours. Okay, but it's great because I knew actually we completed where we wanted to be a year ago. When I saw after the 6th year, a year ago, I knew what we're experiencing today. And that's what I keep on trying to say. And what we're experiencing today is we've actually turned into a complete Web3 company. We now have mega contracts, and I'm going to let you to make that announcement later. I'm not going to take that excitement from you. So we've got major contracts. We now have a partnership with one of the strongest, well, the strongest guys on Wall Street. We have phenomenal strength and muscles in Latin America now, which I'm planning to visit after I visit New York on the 11th. I'm planning to actually, I've been invited by the Mexico Stock Exchange to join them. They want to make an interview as well on Miracle. So the word is not only spreading in the stock exchange of the United States, but it's now entering to other countries. These are all great because it shows how valuable the Metaterra shares will be on the day they're floated. Because you're creating that awareness of this share coming to the market. We have built, because what we've built is so unique, and because our ecosystem is an answer to everything now, think of this, okay? We've signed a letter of intent with the Europe. It's going to be the biggest airport in Europe, okay? This airport happens to be, Douglas also is Metaterra's chairman, but he's the airport's chairman as well, okay, which helps. So the project is not only an airport. The project is the airport and the city around it. Total of $2.6 billion. Euros. Sorry. Now, I'm just drawing you a picture so you see, you understand where this is at the moment. So we've got Miracle Pay anyway. That's getting ready to roll out. But we've got this airport now, 2.6 billion euros. And guess what? The first tranche, and we are not only bringing Miracle Pay and Miracle products into it. We, as Metaterra, are doing the full tokenization. It's the first tokenized airport project of the world. Okay, 2.6 billion. The first tranche is 200 million euros, and the first tranche is sold. Do you know to who? It's sold to the Saudi Arabia king by our board member, Steve Norris. Wow. So that's how we're starting the project. And where is it launched? It's launched on Miracle Chain. So what does that token move with? It moves with Phoenix. So what happens to Phoenix? You know, all this is where the company's got to. And things have become very easy. Although it's tiring, because we've built the ecosystem now, whenever I dream of something, where it used to take a year to build, now it takes a couple of days. Because 90% of it is already built. It's just fine-tuning this and fine-tuning that. And after 8 years, having the right people, yourself, our lawyers, UNSAS, you know, the advisory board, the chairman, all this muscle gives me the flexibility to get things done just like that. Mm. And I'm now using my energy more on growing the vision rather than day-to-day, you know, problem solving. Because there's other people that you can trust and also have the knowledge and the expertise to deal with those problems. Right? Yeah. So that's where the company is. So we're going fully live with the ecosystem on the 15th of November. I'm coming at the beginning of November, as I said, to New York, then to Mexico, then very highly to Saudi Arabia. So it's a big trip for me about Metaterra.
I heard you have a very special dinner planned in.
That's on December. So we have the gala, which you know, Steve Forbes is there.
December 12th.
Sorry,
December 12th.
Yeah, that's 11th of December. You know, we've got 11th December, and then on the 12th I have a very VIP meal with some very, very VIP people that say has blood relationship with the president. That's yeah. So.
And it's really the people that make the decisions and create the framework for what crypto is going to be in the United States for the future. And you are going to be in a seat next to those people to discuss.
We have everything to roll out Miracle products, not only in the US, but also the whole of South America. It's for us now, rolling out is just a date. It's not if, it's just a date. We have everything to make it happen. Micah.
And
I knew we had it anyway. I knew it was going to come. But, today it's arrived. It's different. So one thing that I'm seeing also, which really makes me feel good, I've seen in the last 2 years, I've seen people that have hung on to it. I don't want to call out names. They know who they are because I daily speak with them. Okay? We've had people that put doubt in themselves, which happens, okay? But I'm seeing all these people actually at the end saying, oh, well, they were telling the truth and it was really happening. So they're coming back.
That's where I was going with my...
And that's and I'm saying this the first time, and I'm not a network marketer. The only network marketing that I know is what I hear from you, okay? And I'm still not learning it. It's too complicated. I'm better off with Web3, okay? But I'm seeing a company that has the potential now, and I'm talking for Bellator, that can grow bigger than Amway in the next 1.5 years. And I'm seriously telling you this. Where we are with what we've got at the moment, Bellator is probably the only network company in the world that has that potential at the moment. So I want to firstly congratulate you because it's all that hard work that you put and everybody with you. And I wanted to thank you in front of all the audience as well.
Well, thank you, Hakan. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I wanted to just sort of go on that note because we got a lot of slack for a while because, we were announcing various things, projects we were doing, and because people weren't really understanding the vision, they were saying, well, why aren't they focusing on this? Why don't they focus on this? Mm. And, at the same time, as we were growing, we were doing a lot of different things all at the same time. And I think a lot of people didn't understand that. But now,
sometimes we didn't understand each other, Micah. We're in the same office, and sometimes we didn't understand each other. So it's normal, okay? It's normal. But today, everybody needs to understand. Or everybody needs to believe. Right. Either understand or now believe, because we've done it, we're doing it. There's nothing stopping this company now. Nothing.
And it's understand.
We had the country's, you saw, we had the country's president praising us in front of that audience. For me, it was very emotional, You don't get a president to say all those good things if you don't deserve it. You can't buy these things. You can't rent them. You can only earn them. That's how it is.
Receive them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of that came together, and that's why this is happening now, because we have an ecosystem and we have all of these components that come together in a way that no one else can match, and that's what 8 years did. We have we have the switch, we have Metaterra, we have our chain, we have all of these amazing
all the components
working
all the
together.
Components. Yeah, and we have Bellator version 2 on its way now, which is going to be the best network marketing platform ever built. It's being built at the moment, and as I'm ending my words, I mean today we're opening the big pre-sale, and we're waiting everybody to meet at 10 p.m. East Coast. So I think they're gonna do a party.
10 p.m. Eastern, since you brought that up, and I do want to make this official announcement of the partner that we have with you. But 10 p.m. we're having a kind of Mirix launch. We have, what I understand, a DJ going live on air.
Yeah, well, I'm as excited as you are. There's a DJ or DJs, something. I mean, we've put we've put a very big marketing plan together. It's not only our board. We're working with the best marketing companies of this world. We're working with Saatchi's. We're working with 433, the biggest sports platform ever built. We're actually in talks with Tyson. We're talking with 50 Cent. All this is going on at the moment. There's so much. can reach to so much powerful people with a phone call.
Yeah.
When others need to stand, that's how it is now.
You probably agree that we're in the, as far as the brand, we're kind of at that hockey stick beginning as far as the brand goes, where the awareness of us will grow rapidly from here very fast.
Yes, and again, before I go, last thing that's very, very big. I mean, Paul Randall, we couldn't have hired a better scoring guy on this planet because he's number one. It was fortunate that we plugged him as the CEO. The team we've built underneath him, the SCORE project is going so fast and so well. We're going to be the company that's going to bank the unbanked. I'm telling you, we're going to bank the unbanked, and that's coming for April.
All right, so why don't we just share this with everyone? We have mentioned this company a few times, but we haven't really officially said, okay, this is a done deal. We are now completely integrated with this company. They plan on doing an announcement with us, I believe, right?
Very soon, very soon.
And then they'll be with Ingenico. They'll be on the Miracle Pay website fairly soon.
Yes.
And so we're officially acknowledging that we are also working with PAX, P-A-X. How many users do they have?
10 million plus merchants.
Over 10 million merchants.
Yeah.
Ingenico has over 40 million. So now we have our software.
Yeah, and I can say, which I'm not going to give the name, but we signed another one, which is the second biggest. I can't give the name.
So we completed that.
So we signed that as well yesterday, and
coming.
We'll announce that very soon. So, Micah, once again, I'll leave you to it. Guys out there, just toast it for me as well. Again, congratulations to you all. You're in good hands. We know what we're doing. You know what you do best, and we will continue delivering. So, good night to everyone.
Thank you so much, Hakan. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
All right. So he's probably off talking to some king somewhere or some president of some country, which is pretty normal nowadays. So I have a few notes. So I'm just going to let you guys know I'm going to go over some of these developments, and then we will go over to Ray and his team in regards to that we wrapped up the tour in the United States. And that was fantastic. So let's go into a little bit of this so I can bring everybody up to speed. I took some notes here. Forgive me if I'm sort of in my phone here, but I need to sort of follow this so that it becomes understandable. So, like Hakan said, we went on to testnet of Miracle Chain. That's the stage before it goes live. And there's been postings in our Telegram channel. If you're not in the Telegram channel, you should be there. Ask your upline if you don't have the link, but make sure you get in there because there's a lot of cool things that happen. Like the testnet allows you to go in there, download some Phoenix onto the new Miracle wallet inside of MetaMask for now. But then that allows you to actually bring in a very cool NFT, which will be valuable in some airdrops and things like that. So you'll be able to do that. There are steps to that, which you can again find in Telegram. I believe we will go out. We went out with an email. We will go out with another email following this in case you missed it. But, go in there, get your free stuff, get your Genesis Miracle Chain NFT. Who knows what the value of just that can be in the future. But it puts you in a position to earn some of these Mirics as well. We've been on that pre-sale for a while. Those of you, there's few, they don't know, should I get Phoenix, should I get Mirix? Well, I say get both. And we're at 35 cents for a few more days. Launching that token at $1.25. When we launch, there won't be a lot of Mirix out there for sale. So when you launch with very few Mirix holders in the market, then you have a really good chance of having Mirix go from 125 and up. So already at 35 cents, that is 300% higher than the price that we're at now. So that is not financial advice, but I'm giving you kind of what this means in our world. And we are a chain, and what's happening because of who we now have on the board, we have all the very influential people on the board, and then now we're starting to get real big brand recognition. And as people start to understand what the SCORE project is, people who are in the know will understand how big that is, and that's actually running on Miracle Chain gives that chain a very high potential value. So that's really cool. And then, what we're talking about is this event in December. The event in December where reportedly they'll have the president of Mexico there, they'll have the president of El Salvador there, Steve Forbes, and many very, very prominent entrepreneurs. It's called the board member club. So it's the who is who, and it's been going on for years. And we are the theme, and we have a target of raising a huge amount, millions and millions in that target raise. And we have scheduled for 7 figures to go towards Phoenix from that. And that's really what it's always been for us. It's building a valuable utility token. And because we know what the future holds for that, we want to buy back a lot of it. And when we do, of course, the market will react to us doing that. And so Phoenix is looking, because of what's lined up, looks very good from here. And I've been talking to everyone about that. It's about strength. It's when is Phoenix going to run? When is Phoenix going to run? Well, I said, well, Phoenix is the company in a way. As the company gets stronger, our tokens get stronger. Binance started really with BNB. Then they launched their exchange, but when BNB launched, it was 9 cents, and now it's over $1,000. And is it because of the token itself? Well, no, of course. It's because of the success of Binance. So the success of the company reflects in the company's tokens. We have 2. We have Phoenix, and now we're launching Mirix, which is a chain that can carry many other tokens. So we will have a lot of other companies that we will launch on our chain. And those tokens, when those tokens are traveling, they also have to pay gas with Phoenix. So we're starting something really, really big. And everything we've been doing, your Miracle Pays, your stores, Bellator, the CPU nodes, all of that is going to actually travel on Miracle Chain. When we launched Bellator, we literally launched Bellator from decision to website going live was like 4 weeks, which is completely unheard of and not advisable, but we had to do it. And because we launched so fast, we launched with not the top level of Bellator's engine. So like Hakan was just saying, we are now building the Bellator engine, which is really what's happening when you're in there, you're doing things and you're creating coupons and you're making sales and you're withdrawing money and it's calculating how much commission you're supposed to get based on who, based on what. All of that, it goes through that engine and it's working okay. It's not working great. And the bigger we get and the faster we grow, the more stress test that site is going to go through. And we know that we needed to actually upgrade that. So we are in the middle of doing that. It won't be that long. And so that's why some of the things that we were doing with Cha-Ching hasn't fully been implemented yet. And it does actually depend on this build as to when we feel comfortable of bringing truly the power of Cha-Ching into the picture. And so we're looking at doing that as we launch the new engine of Bellator. We will be going through some improvements and upgrades on our compensation plan to fit with what's coming in the future, which is a lot of different upgrades and changes. Everyone knows we have 210,000 nodes. This is what happens after that. Well, SCORE. SCORE is the biggest project that we have done to date, and it is part of the reason why there's so much interest in our company now, because credit score is what the modern Western world runs on. It is the key to everything, to credit, to house loans, to car loans, to GDP for countries. You know, what's the strength of America? Part of it is credit. So this is something that really dwarfs everything else that we're doing, and it ties into a product that is really the reason why I got so excited about Miracle. It's Miracle with installments, because I know that people across the world, they have a need for immediate funding for whatever it is. Most people I know, they don't pay for their phones up front. Their phones are on a payment plan. They don't want to put out that $1,200 in one shot, or the $1,500 or the $800, whatever. So that's just an indicator of how big that product is being able to put funds into someone's hands who needs it for a particular purchase now. And that's what's coming, and that ties into the SCORE project, and that's what's going to be the node that follows this, and that is much, much bigger than actually Miracle Pay. Italy shares and CPU. There's been a lot of questions back and forth, and unfortunately, we can't actually give you the exact math on when you do that conversion. So first of all, what we want to stress is you are getting Miracle Pay nodes, and for what it's worth, you don't ever have to do the conversion if you don't want to. So understand that the nodes that you're getting in those packages can be yours forever if you don't convert. No different than a Miracle Pay node, exactly the same, no difference. It's just we're giving you a different NFT, which allows you to use that at a future date to say, I want to trade this for Metaterra shares. At that time, we have full control of what you get from us in return. The value of the money that you spent on buying those CPU nodes will convert into shares similar to how stock options work. You know, there's people that we know throughout different stories I've heard that were involved early in companies like Microsoft and these things, and where they worked for them, and part of the deal was they got stock options, which means you'll get to buy these many stocks in the future for this price. And they do that just to give the team an incentive to be there, an incentive to work harder, an incentive to bring that company forward in a strong way. And we're doing a similar thing. And we have, basically, it's our choice what that conversion becomes. And Hakan says to me, he wants to do minimum 20 to 1. That means that the value of the shares that you get are 20 times higher than the money you spent. That's what he wants to do. I am not putting a guarantee on that because I'm afraid of anything like that, any kind of future guarantee. But I'm saying the choice and the control is in our hands. Hakan's going for that. So that means that a 20 to 1 means $1,000 in those CPU nodes. The stock option would be 20 times higher value than that. That is the option. Now, there's a lot of different things that can happen when you go to market, and this is absolutely not financial advice. I'm just giving you what it is that we are looking to do, because we are looking to really give people ownership in this company. Anyone who's here who doesn't have it, highly consider having it, because it covers everything we do. It covers this new SCORE project, which could take off and become this massive success, where anytime someone does something in the world that involves credit, they're also asking for their Web3 profile and the Web3 credit, because it becomes more and more relevant. If I'm sitting with $100,000 in Bitcoin and I'm going to buy a car, if I can actually show that to the financing company and lower my interest by a percentage point, then I would love to show. But if I can't show it, I can't use it. And we're giving people that ability to use Web3 when they're buying homes, when they're buying cars, when they're applying for credit cards. That is beyond huge, because it covers the entire world. It's not just one country. In Turkey, the 80 million people there, there's 1.5 billion instances a year. 1.5 billion times they're asking for credit information. So that data comes at a cost. So if the data costs 50 cents, that's 1.5 billion times 50 cents in just one country. So it gives you an idea of how big that can get for the future. By the way, Hakan mentioned Paul Randall. He is like, however, Kobe and Michael Jordan is to basketball. That's what he is to that industry of credit score. He's worked with the top companies, been the CEO, and he's with us. And him being here basically tells the world that what we're building is cutting edge and it's real. We went out this week with a strong message, which was covering some policy, and it has to do with that. When we started this, we have had a way for people to buy, say, a 7-pack, and it created multiple positions in their account. But it did not give them commission on their own nodes. It never did. It was never part of how we promoted it. We have not had that as something that we would allow people to do. There's regulatory issues there. But there's also a little bit of a integrity thing, because if someone refers you to Bellator, they've done the job of bringing you here. They've pitched you on it. They did the right things. They got you interested in it. And then you come in and you basically send your own link to yourself. You enroll yourself under yourself, and you buy in that position, which is basically taking away the commission that rep would get. That's obviously not how we built it. It's not the intention. And when you do that and teach that, you're also teaching your team to push away the commissions that they actually should have. And I think the long-term effect is overall you just end up making less commission because you're pushing it away. And then once this grows really outside, this has been kind of an intimate family environment for us for a while. We're used to it. Someone says a name, we kind of know who. But when you grow really big, you end up losing that intimacy, losing that closeness. And that's when you start getting things that happen like someone signs up. Then they sign up 6 deep and they start buying heavily 6 levels down and taking all that commission to them, to themselves. And it starts to deteriorate, not just people's teams and commissions, but also the company. So we are very firm on not doing that. We're very firm on, if you do this company the right way, there's so much more money you get than when you try to cut corners and get a little bit of extra here and try to Mickey and Jimmy the system to make some extra now. But what you're doing is you're slowly killing the goose that would end up paying you for the next 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, which is what I know everybody's looking for. So protect the company. If you see something that's like, it's negative on the company, but good for you, the first thing you should do is you go to the company and say, hey, this is what I discovered. If you do this, this, and this, we can increase, the commission up to 70% of the product if we ran it this way, and I'll make more money, but I understand that the goose that gives you the golden eggs, and you want that goose to be healthy for the next few decades, if not more, because that's what it's about. This is about longevity, has always been about longevity. We've been doing it the right way because we don't want to jump from company to company to company. I've been in the industry for a long time, and I swear to you, I can go to most people that I know in the industry, and before I talk to them, I will know with an 80 to 90% accuracy that they will be in a new company from the time I spoke to them last. Why do we want to rebuild a team and rebuild teams and rebuild teams? When if you build a team one time, and if you happen to build a team in a company like Amway in the beginning, that's it. You're a multimillionaire. Your lifestyle changed. You're doing things that most people could never do, and it's just because you're at the right place, right time, and you took action on that company that went all the way. And I believe that we are sitting today at the ground floor of just that. Okay, just so you can be aware of what Hakan's talking about, he's going to New York in November. I'm probably going to be there with him as well. And then we have early December, we have that big event. I have some video that I want to do. I know, I think Alton was saying we're going to go long today, and we are going to go long today. Then Hakan's flying out to Dubai. He's literally meeting with the king of Dubai, which is unbelievable. And this is through, just so you guys can start getting familiar with these names. Stephen Norris used to be CEO for Marriott Hotel Worldwide. He is the one that has that connection. He has other really valuable connections. Then he's going with Fernando Vildasola to Mexico. Fernando is, a great guy. We met him and his wife here in Cyprus. He's fantastic, personable, strong entrepreneur, strong businessman. He will come in and make sure that we don't fumble the ball. And, after being part of his family, founding Kenworth and now PACCAR, which is a $60 billion company, he knows what the big leagues is all about. He had a very serious talk with us about the big leagues and what to expect and what we needed to do. And he'll be fantastic on the board of Metaterra. And so that's going to have Hakan go out to Mexico and to do that. So Hakan's going to be traveling a lot for us. Now, the CRM system that I have talked about, we had invested in a CRM system that is major banking level, and it is just amazing what these systems can do. So we've been customizing that, and the first phase of that is done. And so now in the background, we're starting to sort of implement what we need to do to actually start taking customers. We have a massive online platform company that we have a contract with. And because of everything that's happening over the last few weeks, their enthusiasm about us has grown tremendously. They want to do a joint press release and an announcement of us working with them, which will just blow our brand up throughout the world, because they are that big, and everyone, I bet you every single person on the call knows who they are. Yeah. So for those of you who are new to crypto, you know, you have your tokens, which there's hundreds of thousands of them. Then you have your chains. The chain is much more complex, much bigger job to build, and it carries the tokens, you know. So it's kind of like the chains are the freeways and the tokens are the cars. So Miracle Chain, going live with that is a big deal, and it is happening as we speak. You have a few more days to take advantage of that pre-sale, but keep looking at that, because that is going to be absolutely amazing. That then launches our DEX, D-E-X, which is really defining decentralized exchange. You have your checks, which is centralized exchange. So we will have a decentralized exchange for Miracle, which is like PancakeSwap and Uniswap and those types of platforms. And so that's launching. And then again, for those of you who've been here a while, Leveler comes back into play under that new DEX, and will be a fantastic technology for us to have great volume through. Okay, so let's have a little bit of fun here. Let me get myself set up, and then we'll go to the next segment here. But I wanted to announce we have signed something, another announcement. So we have signed something that I'm excited about, because, you know, we launched last year, December 2024, Bellator, brand new network marketing company. Ground floor, we're still incredibly ground floor, but we're tied to a company that's years old. So you're getting the best of both worlds, security and stability of a big company, which I believe will soon be notably publicly a unicorn. And so having the excitement of a new network marketing company, we started off here in North Cyprus, but we are officially going to be going to Dubai. And here is the office that we just signed a lease for. So I'm going to play this video so you guys can see. And I guess in Dubai they come furnished. I love this. I told Hakan, this is our vibe right here. We love this. So for anyone who's in Dubai, going to Dubai, and this will be a place that you can stop in and say hi. And you see there's a lot of room here. Very cool environment. Come in, have some coffee, and maybe do a meeting or two. And then we'll do some fly-ins here for those of you who have big leaders. We'll be able to invite them, and as you can see, that's in the marina area of Dubai. And then here you have your VIP
And this
room,
is the VIP room.
as they say. So they're just clearing out the prior tenant. As you see, there was people there, so they're clearing out the prior tenant, and that'll take another week to 2 weeks. So, and just want to kind of, for those, I know not everybody has time to be on social media, so maybe you don't see some of the content that we push, but I'd like to play a couple of videos for you, since I have this captive audience. Let's go to this.
Bellator invites you to Mirex Party 10 p.m. tonight. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Hearing it.
Miracle Miracle chain. Miracle chain. We build it strong from code to soul. A brand new world we all control. No walls, no borders, no one to blame. We rise together, miracle chain. The world is calling, the signal's clear. The chain unites us, the future's here. This is the miracle chain. Power the people, ignite the flame. A chain reaction across the land. A chain you can rely on, hand in hand. Every nation, one by one. A chain to unite us all. We rise.
All right, I don't know if that made you guys excited, but wow, that's amazing. And we actually maxed out our Zoom account today, so we're going to have to look at upgrading it, which is absolutely a great problem to have. So that's it from me, and I am going to bring in my partner who has been here since day one, before Miracle, before all this. You know, we were on phones in the middle of the night for him, day for me. He was in Arizona, I was in Sweden. And all of this has sprung out from, you know, really having someone that is there with you. That's very important, having a partnership and support. And so that's what Ray's been to me. And, you know, now we're sort of starting to kind of split up. He's doing his deal on the other side of the world, and I'm here in Cyprus. And he just wrapped up what I think was a huge success, the tour in United States, Florida, Atlanta, and Orange County, California. So I'm going to turn it over to Ray, and he has some things. So we have a little bit more to go. We're going to hear from some of the people that were at this event, but I'll take it over to you, Ray, and see you guys.
I appreciate that, Micah. Thank you so much. Wow, that was a cool video. A lot of information coming down the pipeline. So excited. I've missed all of you there. It's been weird not being together for so long, but divide and conquer, man. It's time. The road show just got wrapped up for those of you who went. Wow, what a time as far as Bellator goes, the marketing side of Miracle. So many people getting recognized and their confidence built, and just it was so cool to see, you know, I mean, Jurgen and Mark and some of the leadership, Ed, Mita, I mean, it was phenomenal. I mean, out in Hotlanta, But what I'm going to do right now is, before we get started and talking about the road show, and I want to bring up two individuals. But the first one, we recognized in Orange County at the event, on the Momentum event on Saturday. He is the official first person to become a legend in Bellator. He has been an absolute beast. He's been plugging in from day one, mentoring his team, getting to know him a little bit more as time goes on. He's got a heart of gold. What I love about one of the major things about Michael is he doesn't have an ego. He's just like, hey, he's a legend, but he's still like, teach me what's going on. How can I help? And he's got a servant's heart, which I really, really, really appreciate. So please welcome your first legend of the company, Mr. Michael Miles. Michael, how are you?
Ray, we're doing wonderful here in Hotlanta. What's going on, Hotlanta?
I know.
That came out to Atlanta, and they know we showed out, as well as you guys know we showed out. Quick shout out to my boy Amin to help put it on, and Carlos, my upline. But really, thank you all first, the leadership team within Bellator, both you, Micah, Ray, Jurgen, definitely Hakan, for making this opportunity available for all of us. Of course, I'm going to call now. Making this available for all of us. Definitely shout out to my team of champions. First, I got to give a shout out to Denise, Chris, Steve Branch, just taking over in this company and all the leaders that we're building on. The Momentum event was amazing. For those that attended already know. For those that didn't, just to let you know, our team exploded, just like Ray said it would. We had hundreds of new members after the events. So if you're not signed up for these events, definitely support. Come out and attend. You'll get the benefit of the energy in the room. You get the benefit from the energy of the leaders. And just be able to network as a family, as a team, amongst all those that are part of this awesome opportunity. Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Michael. Congratulations. Everyone sent him a big, big, big congrats. Now, a second one, I'm telling you, once the first one pops, it's like popcorn. I knew it. So right on his tails, all of you know who this gentleman is and his wife. They've been a huge, huge, huge supporter, growing as a leader. Our second legend that just popped a few days ago, Mr. Carlos Alvarez. Is Carlos on? Oh, yeah. There you go. Hey, Carlos, how you doing, man?
Oh, wow. Wow. What can I say? Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been with you guys since almost the beginning. I remember the call, and I remember Hakan and Micah, and it was only like a 5-minute, I think it was a 5-minute, call on the Zoom, our first connection. And I think the biggest thing out of that was our energy. I don't know. It was something special, connection that happened there. And, me being around blockchain for almost 2 decades, since 2014, and then in the direct sale for 30 years, 3 decades, I never seen anything like what you guys were putting together. So I immediately identified you guys as a unicorn. And I'm like, I talked to my wife, and I'm like, wow, everything I've seen out there, I believe these guys really honed it down. And I truly believe that this man Hakan has the ability to get it done. And then, I get to start working with you guys, and the things are happening, and everything that you guys mentioned are happening. And then now, fast forward to Bellator, when that launched, I was really excited, because now we can really go out there and attract leaders in the industry. And of course, Micah, Ray, and now Jurgen in the picture, man. And then the Marcasetta, the road tour really did it. I believe we ended up with like 300 or 400 more new people after that tour. It is real, you know, that physically, people being there, feeling the energy, seeing the information and the strategies and what's the possibilities of what you guys have created is available to families out there. Unbelievable. And I give a huge shout out to the team. Amin doing a great job. He's a rock star. You know, the energy, the passion, everybody. I mean, we're packing up those nightly rooms, calls, over 200 plus. I'm sure that's going to double up now. But man, the rocket launch was the road show, and I highly recommend everyone, please. I mean, if you're serious about your future, your family's future, you guys gotta plug in. You guys, this is it. There's no more testing. This is it. This is the real deal. There's nothing out there that can compare to what these gentlemen put together for our family and for our future, for a legacy. And you know, huge congratulations to Hakan, Micah for like capturing the vision and bringing us all on board, and Ray taking his personal time to go out there state to state and man, blowing us away from what he was sharing and what's the possibilities. And of course, Micah Theard. Look, me personally, my true success didn't start until after I've been through personal development for years. My first few years in my career was all about this. This has to take place. It has to take place. And Ray is putting something really special together with Micah Theard. And I truly believe, you know, if you're serious about your future and your family's future, gotta plug in. Gotta plug into these road shows. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Miracle Cash. Thank you, Bellator. And thank you, Metaterra.
I love it. Congratulations again, Carlos. They got some hefty bonuses coming to them. Try not to spend it all in one place. Well, what I'm going to do is really just give a kind of a recap of the roadshow and how can I, without this gentleman, as soon as he came aboard, both, you know, Mike and I had learned a lot from him and still learning from him. Traveling with him has been amazing. Learning how he organizes his day, it's crazy. He does more in 2 days what the average person does in about 5 days. He is your president. He's the one who brought the road shows to us. He organizes them with Ev and Rock, and they do a hell of a job. So please welcome your president of Bellator, Mr. Jürgen Povelmuller.
Hey, thanks, Ray, for bringing me in. Yeah, as you see, I'm still in the hotel room in Los Angeles, a couple of hours away from flying back to Switzerland, and I already see on the weather app how is the weather back there and here. So now I don't want to go. And also the energy from the roadshow was so great. So this is like, I don't know, having 20 coffees a day. That was amazing. I want to share with you a couple of things about the last roadshow, the Orange County roadshow. So what we did, all the people that attended the Orange County roadshow, they saw that we had the videographer and the video team with us. So we have about 50 hours material. We have testimonials. We have flyovers from drones. We will have every speaker and the whole team, everything captured in videos. And the best thing is we will share everything with you. So we can promote with this the next roadshow. And on the videos, you will see exactly the emotions, the feelings, all the people, they didn't join the roadshows. They will see exactly on our videos what we're going to share with you next week, how exciting it was and what they missed. But it's not only about missing. We'll be back. So Ray and I had a call yesterday with Micah. We're planning already the next steps, probably end of the year. one more, and January, February, the next are comings. So this is what we're going to announce also next week and the call, the next dates, that you can focus and prepare on the next roadshows. And again, at last but not least, also a big thank you to all the people they helped us doing the roadshows, all the leaders. They brought the people in and they saw the big result now. The amazing feeling, the spirit, what will happen. And they also see now that we just started and we double on every training we're doing. I want to thank also, of course, Raquel and Evelyn. They prepared everything. They helped so much on the roadshow. They always checked with you on WhatsApp, on email, whatever you could do. Thank you, because what we're doing here at Bellator, it's teamwork. It's not the work of one person or like, hey, this is the CEO or the president or whoever. It's a teamwork. And I'm looking so much forward to come here the next time as soon as possible. And of course, double, triple the room and build a legacy with our trainings, with our system. Back to you, Ray.
Hey, thank you, Jürgen. It was amazing. I have a couple of people that I want to really speak on what happened on the road at the Momentum Saturdays. It's so important. We're just scratching the scratch of where we're going to be at in a few months, especially, you know, with what's coming down with Wall Street, all these announcements, SCORE. It's just going to be amazing. So I want everyone to acknowledge this person. She lit a fire in Orange County. She's a champion herself. And please welcome Miss Mita Del Fiero. Mita, are you on?
I am here. Thank you so much, Ray. I can't tell you how excited I am with all these announcements and things going on right now. I want everybody to imagine, what if this Zoom happened at a live event? What kind of energy would have been in that room? And that is exactly sort of the difference, right, that live events can make. And by the way, congratulations to Michael and to Carlos. Guys, if you don't know where to spend your bonuses, give me a call. I've mastered the art of spending money. Okay, so here's the deal. You know, Ray, when I think back when I first got on the very first Zoom, the summer of 2022, I knew nothing about blockchain, crypto, you know, the typical, sure, I heard Bitcoin, but I had no idea what anything was. And I have to chuckle now because I remember sitting on that Zoom, and when they said smart contract, I thought to myself, well, I suppose a smart contract is better than a dumb one. And, you know, because I had no idea of what anything was. And when I look at what this opportunity has now provided me, the peace of mind, not just for my own financial future, but for my family's, I can't thank you guys enough for sharing this opportunity, for keeping really the vision and staying strong and the path. And you know, what we saw in Orange County, again, was just an example of what live events with you and Jürgen and Mark Aceta there. Think about not just what you guys were sharing from the front of the room, but the things that happen outside of the room. This is where our partners bond, where they build real relationships. Imagine being at an event where you can talk to Carlos, right, a legend, and get tips from him, like how'd you do it? You know, what's your formula? Imagine being like in Orange County where we had Michael Miles was there with us, and being able to talk to him outside of the room. There are just so many advantages to the live events, and I think for people that were there, Bellator became real. Their belief in Bellator and what we're doing, not just with the opportunity, but as a company, truly leveled up. And then having Mark Aceta there, guys, you know, just like what Carlos was saying, personal development. That's what did it for me. That's what moved me from struggling, okay, when I first started in network marketing. I was struggling to make $100 a month. Got into personal development and just took off from there. It was personal development that helped me discover my limiting beliefs. It was personal development that helped me to even recognize how I was getting in my own way and how I needed to move out of the way so that success could happen. And so, like, just all the different facets of being involved in this business, you see it all unfold at these live events. And so I'm really looking forward to the next one. And anybody that didn't make any of the live events, all I can say is you don't want to miss it. You want to make sure that you are there with as many team members as you can bring along. And like I said, that's where we're going to build the real relationships. So I appreciate you guys so much. And Raquel and Evelyn, they're going to need help the next events, okay? I mean, I can tell you right now, they were very, very busy. So please make sure that they're going to have help the next time you come. And we're really looking forward to having you guys back. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mita. Appreciate it. And one more. A lot of you know him. Everyone knows this guy. He's been around with us since kind of the beginning. Right after I moved out to Cyprus, I hit him up. He was one of the speakers on the road show. Please welcome Mr. Ed Terranova.
Hey, Ray, thank you so much. And I know everybody wants to get moving here. I'm looking at the clock. You know, we went over a little, so I'm going to be brief, baby, be brief. First and foremost, I thank the Lord up above. And I'm going to incorporate this into a little message that I have for each and every one of us regarding this momentum tours that we're doing, the Saturday Momentums. The reason why I'm wearing the hat that I have, for those of you who know the fish and my Lord and Savior, that anchored me in my life. When I was 15 years old, I gave my heart to the Lord. And it's always been there. I'm solid as can be. I'm unshakable. I know where I'm going and how I'm going to get there. And it's not by me. It's by the grace of our Lord and Savior. So when you go to these momentum events, you get a chance to anchor yourself. Success in this type of business comes down to belief. Where is your belief level? And nothing advances belief more than being at a live event. Like Mita said, and I want to congratulate Mike Miles, and I want to congratulate Carlos. Mike, you know, you're the official now, first one to make it there now. It's how fast did you make it? And new people coming in, they could break that record. So I'd love to know when you got started, because people shoot for something that's never been done before. And this is what happened when it came down to, it's funny, Mike, your last name is Miles. Well, back in the day, running a mile in under 4 minutes was impossible. They said it couldn't be done. The body couldn't handle it. And then somebody who was in med school ended up working out a certain way, and he went out, and his name was Roger Bannister, and he broke the mile in 4 minutes. He ran a mile in under 4 minutes. But what happened the following year to occur is that 17 more people did it. Forever, it was impossible. Once somebody did it, a whole bunch of people did. So, Mike, thanks for leading the way. People are going to come in, see our program, realize that it's doable, it's possible, and we're just getting started. We are just getting started. And the Momentum Saturdays and the training that has come, when I was with Ray and we were talking about Mr. Micah Theard and the possibility, because we all experienced his phenomenal training, it will bring what I call the glue to the organization, to the community. And it's happening. It just got started. So plug in, and always, always, always remember that the best is yet to come. To God be the glory.
Well, thank you, Ed, for that. And on a couple really big notes, we launched on the road at these three cities. The next big event is in Phoenix in April, between April 15th to the 19th. It is called Journey. It is a workshop. It is a journey workshop. It's not just you sitting in the chairs and watching Mark up there speak. It is where we used to do, I went through 5 of them. This is where you truly become a family. This is where truly you get the roadblocks out of your way and become the person that you were always meant to be. This is that journey. We launched it there. The price normally it's around $2,000, but we launch it at $999. We did a special for the people that were on the road at 50% off at $499. We're going to continue that just for I think for one more week before the price goes up. So you want to get registered for that. Also, we're already working on our next set of road shows for the end of January, early February. As soon as we launch that, get registered, guys. This is where it's going to be at. The live events, the live training, the live personal development workshops to really create that legacy network marketing company that's going to outdo Amway. Nothing against Amway, but I think it's time that a new sheriff's in town. And I think what better sheriff than Bellator? So before I let go, real quick, I know I just want to wish my mother, Connie, a happy birthday today. It is her birthday. Micah's sister is spoiling her rotten with Britt, Micah's mom. The moms are together out in Sweden. So happy birthday to my mom, Connie. Hope all is well. I'll be calling her a little bit later. Thank you so much to Ev and Raquel for all of their help on the roadshow. We would not be able to do this without them, without their support, without all the hard work they do leading into these events. I mean, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of detailed work that is no rest for them, especially once we get close. With that, guys, it's starting. It's starting. I think you feel it. I think the people that were in the live events the past month, their belief went up. I think they left more ready to respond to the people that are calling us a scam or because they Googled this, something like that. I think they're more equipped with handling that. I think it was so funny because on the breaks on the road, we saw people with laptops open, phones open, selling nodes because people got it. People that light bulb went on. And I'll tell you what, the next set of road shows will be double again. Will be 300, 350 plus on some of those cities, especially in Atlanta and in the Orange County. And whatever Midwest state steps up between now and then, we will go out there. Could be Nashville, could be Chicago, could be Denver, who knows, but the ones that really step up over the next few weeks and get some smoke going, we'll bring the circus to town. We'll create that fire. So, guys, thank you so much. It's been a hell of a month since we've been out here. Really appreciate you guys. Rock just put in the price for Journey. Get registered. It is in Phoenix. And I'll tell you what, I think next week we'll have Mark on the call. Over the next couple of weeks, we'll have Mark on the call. We've got a Journey video we'll show on what that is. I'll tell you what, the people who get the most people at the next event will just explode, especially Journey. You get 20, 25 people on your team at Journey. Believe me, you don't need 1,000. You get 20, 25 people, hardcore people at Journey, and get mental blocks out of their way. Watch what happens to all of your businesses. I'll tell you what, I speak from experience. I speak from the time that I saw true leaders blow up in that company. And it begins now, especially with everything's going on. I'm telling you guys, you don't want to be the person that used to be a millionaire. I'm telling you, you don't want to be that person. So get registered for Journey, and as soon as we get the dates for the next roadshow in late January, early February, we'll announce that. Be the first. I told the leaders this week, be the first to register. Be the first. Be leading that charge. Okay. So with that, guys, thank you so much. Have a great week. God bless everyone. And I don't know if I'm going to turn this back to Alton or if we're going to close it out. But I think where was Alton? I think I'll put it out to Alton. Alton, thanks, brother. Good catching up with you in Atlanta. Wish I was there in the island with you. It's weird that you were out there and I was over here. But love you, brother. We'll see you next time on the road, man. One love.
Hey, absolutely. A massive congratulations again to you, to Jurgen, to the entire team, Rack, Ev, for making such an amazing event, and Mark, really putting something in place that's creating long-term legacy. Mad congratulations and love again to our first legends, Mike and Carlos. I love the fact you guys are putting a path in place for us to follow. The energy in this company is going to the very next stop. I believe the future is so bright, we all need to be putting on our shades. And with that, I believe for an absolute fact what Micah and Hakan are doing, we are creating something that's truly going to have our names listed in the Hall of Fame. So what better way to finish out this call? Have a wonderful one, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to get plugged into the calls that are happening weekly, so that way you too can be able to experience the success that many are having. Take care, everyone. See y'all at the finish line, and don't forget to be awesome.